Welcome to another Figuring Out Japan video. We sell the coolest collectibles straight out of Japan. Please check the description of this video for more details, including our Facebook page and our eBay store. So today we're going to be looking at a figure from the One Piece series, which was actually recently announced to enter the Guinness Book of Records for the most amount of comics or manga sold by an individual author. So big congratulations to Ichiro Oda, who of course makes the One Piece series. I think the number was around 320 million. So that's a big number, and One Piece manga sales have actually set records in Japan for book sales. Not just manga sales, but the most popular books sold. So the tankobon I'm talking about. So yeah, and it's also in just over a week going to air its 700th episode. So to put that in perspective, the entire Dragon Ball series, that's Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT, had, I believe, 508 episodes. So it's been a very, very long-running and popular series. So that gives you an idea just how popular it is. So this figure, of course, is of Crocodile, which was one of the first Shichibukai, or 7 warlords, that was introduced in the series. And this figure is part of the SCultures line. It's this one's Series 2, which was, I believe, released probably around 2013. And Banpresto is about to release Series 4 later next month. And if you go to the pre-order section of our eBay store, you can see those figures there. But if we have a look at the box, regular viewers, you know I'm a pretty big fan of the box. In fact, just a fan of this series. There's been some very, very cool series in this figure line. Some information about the artist, the person who made it, and of course got the gold Toei animation sticker. So with the figure, it actually comes together in 5 pieces. You've got the base, the stand around the back, the main figure itself, the cape, and the last piece is the cigar. That actually comes as a separate piece. So a little bit of assembly required. And I just love the stance of this figure. I mean, it looks so good from so many different angles. And he's quite low as a result of that. So there's an iPhone 5 case. You can see it's about the same height, but it's obviously quite a bit longer as a result. So it's about 1 3/4 lengths maybe of a iPhone 5 case. And yeah, he looks really good from lots of different angles. Really good paint job as well, paint finish, like even his shoes, you can see his belt. Even like the buttons on his pocket around the back. His big hook, it's meant to have a few sort of like dints and things in there. You can see the stand there that holds up the cape. Sleeves, even the gold buttons on the jacket in the foreground here. Slicked back hair. I don't even know if you can see there, but there's like toning and shading in the hair as well. So you can see all the rings on his. So it's probably a little bit too light, isn't it? You can see all the rings and things, all the jewels, all the scars on his face. Sorry, we're going out of focus here. There we go. So yeah, it's a very, very nice figure, very nicely finished. There aren't too many figures of Crocodile. There was one released in a series, particularly for the for the Shichibukai, the 7 warlords, which I've actually reviewed in another video. I'll put the link in the description of this video. I mean, it's pretty hard to really say anything bad about this figure in particular. maybe the colouring could have been a bit different. I mean, it looks very, black and bland. He did wear, which you can see in the other figure that they released, not in the SCultures line, in another line, because I think at one point he has like a checkered orange jumper or jacket or something. I don't remember exactly, but they could have implemented some of those colour schemes more in here. The other thing is, you can't really display him without the jacket. I noticed with the Doflamingo they release in the next series, you can actually take the jacket off and display him without the jacket. It's a bit hard to do with this figure because, if I can get it off, whoops, which obviously I can't. That was very clumsy. You can see that it's got two big holes in his back, so you can't really, that would just look silly. But the Doflamingo actually, it just sort of sits on. So, given that they actually included a stand, well, that's the underneath of the jacket if you're interested. It probably could have just sat on there. You probably don't even really need this stand. So that's one thing they could have done. But to be honest, I don't think same with Doflamingo, I don't think you'd really want to display him without the jacket anyway. I mean, it makes it look better. So that's not a big deal. But anyway, overall, it's a pretty decent. It's a very decent figure. I'm just gonna sit that on. It's all right. So yeah, it's a very decent figure, and if you're looking to collect the Shichibukai, as I said, there is another series that you can get all 8. I don't think all of the Shichibukai have actually had figure releases in the SCultures line. Yeah, definitely they haven't, but quite a few of them have. So Doflamingo has, Teach has, quite a few of them, not all of them, but it's up to you. But I think these figures are probably better quality, but the other line, they're consistent, they have the same base, they're the same size, etc. But if you like Crocodile, this is definitely a great figure to add to your collection. Thank you very much for watching.